of the regular season in the Northern 10, and it's a championship Friday here at Carey High School as the Blue Devils look to clinch an outright Northern 10 championship. But a team facing them, the Mohawk Warriors, looking for not only the season sweep of Carey, but a share in the Northern 10. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next. Mohawk wants to get a share with a victory tonight. Hello, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Andy Jardy. We got the band back together.
Let's go, Travis. Let's go. This is going to be so much fun. I am pumped. I've got chills walking into this place. It is packed to the ceiling here. We're going to have sore backs by the end of it. They're living up to the Blue Devils name. I feel like I'm in Cameron Indoor right now because the crowd is on top of us. We are smashed in here. This will be a great game.
We got here at 10 after 5. It was already filling up by the beginning of the JV game. It was packed. There was not a seat left in the house, and it is a sellout this evening. But let's get into our pregame show. First, take a look at the team spotlight for the Mohawk Warriors. 19-2 under head coach Paul Dunn. 10-2 in the conference. They can clinch a share of the Northern 10 championship, like I said, with a victory, averaging 62.8 points per game. Defensively giving up only 14.8. And take a look at the team shooting.
Yeah, this Mohawk team, they're the highest scoring offense in the conference, going up against the #1 scoring defense in Carey. Something's got to give tonight. It was 47-45 the last time these two got together at Mohawk earlier this year, a Warriors win. They would love nothing more than a sweep tonight and a share of that N10 crown.
They hold the Division 4, right? Division 4 Coach of the Year in Paul Dunn, as well as the Division 4 District 6 Player of the Year in AJ Hess, who has put up amazing numbers this season for the Mohawk Warriors.
And not only does AJ have great initials, he's a great player as well too, Travis. 19.6 points per game, that's tops in the N10, and he throws in 8.5 rebounds, third best in the conference. The kid averages almost a double-double a game, and don't count out those steals. The steal stat always looks low, but 1.7 steals a game, that's pretty impressive.
And now let's take a look at the team spotlight for the home standing. Already clinched a share of the Northern 10 championship. Carey Blue Devils making clinch an outright title this evening with a victory under head coach Jamie Young, 12-1 in conference, 18-3 overall. They're averaging 50 points per game, but defensively going a little bit better, just over 40 points at 43-1.
Yeah, they would love nothing more than to have the entire cake to themselves. They don't want to share it with anyone, especially a team like Mohawk who beat them earlier this year. And what a year it's been. First league title for Carey since 2009 when they won the Midland Athletic League. Jamie Young doing a heck of a job in his 8th season here at Carey. And this Blue Devils team, they're tough. They're gonna defend well. They're gonna make you earn every bucket you get, and it should be a really fun one.
And he is the District 6 Division III Coach of the Year, along with a first team All-District 6 player in one, Carter Smiley. Just another great player for this Blue Devil team that he's already clinched a share, like we said, multiple times already for the conference championship, but he's putting up very good numbers as well. 13 points, almost 2 assists, and over 2 steals. Yeah,
and he shoots better than anyone else does in the conference beyond the arc. 40% from behind that three-point line. First team D3 District 6, as you mentioned. He's going to be a lot to handle for this Mohawk team.
And just take a look at the band of Carey High School here inside the Danners Towing and Recycling pregame show. We want to welcome everybody in watching live and free this evening on the OH Report. We call it Championship Friday for the boys because we have not one, not two, but 3 championships decided here on the OH Report. 2 live and free, and then another highlight. We got the game here tonight. We also have the game between Willard and Huron for the Sandusky Bay Conference Bay Division Championship, and then we will have a highlight of Mansfield Senior in Lexington. Lexington can win an outright OCC championship, because that's what we do here on the OH Report. We show championships.
Yes, that's exactly what we do, and there's just no better time of the year, Travis. It's crazy to think that the regular season is over at the high school level after this weekend. Tournament play beginning. The days are starting to get a little bit longer. We had full spring this week. Mind you, it snowed on my drive here today, but it's just a great time of the year as these seasons wind down. You're playing for championships, and then you get into tourney play. It's just a really great time to be a sports fan.
So once again, we'll want to welcome everybody watching live and free on the OH Report. Like Jennifer Koppler watching, hello. Leanne Niederkor-Frederick, go Blue. Melissa Searles, go Warriors. Todd Jardy.
All right.
Looking forward to the game tonight. And Daniel Stotts, pump up the audio. Well, pump up your audio, Daniel. We got some good levels going here. We don't want to blow your ears out, so just turn on up your audio for that one. But we cannot wait for this game to go down. And Dave Frederick also, let's go Devils on the YouTube side. Already a lot of viewers ready here in this pregame show. Almost have 100 people watching. It should be a good one as we are getting ready for the playing of the national anthem as we continue on here. But this is what you aim for. Meaningful games at the end of the regular season to get you ready for the tournament.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want. And it'll be interesting to see how Carey comes out and plays here early because they've already clinched a share of this thing. Mohawk is the one that's going to maybe be a little more desperate and aggressive early on, but we'll see if Carey comes out, matches that intensity to start.
Turn that down. Almost ready to go here. It's good to be working with you once again, Mr. Jardy.
I know.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. The
football, right?
Football season, yeah, was the last time you and I had worked together. I came down and did a game with Brian a couple weeks ago. But the schedule has just not cooperated for me to get down here this year. It's been rather unfortunate, but had to come down and do this one. There's no question about it. I've never actually been in here. This is an impressive facility they've got at Carey.
Absolutely, yeah, this is a newer facility here. I was talking to one of Carey's fans earlier. The old gym had like Cameron Indoor Stadium type area for the media, but we'll get to that after the playing of the national anthem by the Carey Blue Devil Pep Band. Amazing job, as always, by the Carey Blue Devil Pep Band as we welcome you back inside the Anners Towing and Recycling pregame shows. Andy Jardy taking some last-second photos to show all of his Twitch streamers what he did tonight.
That's exactly what I was doing.
So the old gym at Carey actually had like the Cameron Indoor Stadium look. They had the press box type area hanging from the rafters that you had to climb a ladder up to. So I'm kind of happy that we're in here. We're in the front row instead of there. But let's get back into things and take a look at the keys to victory first for the Mohawk Warriors. And your two keys, Andy Jardy, if my computer will allow it to happen. Here they go.
Oh, they're coming. So, yeah, I think Mohawk, they got to come out aggressive. Throw that first punch. Come here with, it's some urgency. You're trying to get a share of that N10 title. You're on the road. You've got everything to lose. Carey has already clinched this thing, so I think if Mohawk comes out, plays aggressive early, gets out to that early lead, that's going to go a long way in getting the season sweep over Carey.
And then your second, defend the arc. Carey likes to shoot that three ball. If they can defend the arc, it'll give them a good shot.
Yeah, Carey 33% from beyond the arc. That's best in the N10. So if Carey's hitting shots from the outside, it could be a long night for Mohawk.
And now the keys to victory for the Blue Devils of Carey. Play with urgency.
Yeah, play with urgency. Match that intensity early on. Don't let Mohawk come in here and get comfortable. You got to keep this crowd, this sellout crowd, into this thing all night. Don't get behind early and come out and play strong to start this thing off at home.
And now it's time to show you the starters for both teams. First, the starters for Mohawk. Kane Heyman, your favorite name in this game, Boomer Cleveland.
I mean, come on.
The District Player of the Year, AJ Hess, Bryce Hannum, and Braden Chester, the starting five.
Yeah, and
Mohawk.
And Boomer Cleveland, 12 points last time these two got together to lead Mohawk to that victory.
And now the starters for the Northern 10 champion, Carey Blue Devils. First team, All-District Carter Smiley, Alex Putnam, Bryce Young, Austin Niedercourt, Braden Young. And we are ready to go from Carey. Will we have one champion or two in the Northern 10? We'll find out in 32 minutes of game time. AJ Hess and Austin Niedercourt ready to jump.
Let's go, Travis. You ready?
I'm ready. Are the refs ready? I don't know if they're ready yet. People are so excited. I'm getting kneed in the back constantly. This is so great. Here we go. It's up in the air, and we're underway. Mohawk wins the tip. Cleveland gets it deflected out, and it will stay with Mohawk as we are underway. Boomer Cleveland will be handling the guard duties here this evening for the Warriors. That's into Heyman.
Both these teams coming in on long winning streaks. Mohawk on an 11-game winning streak. Carey has won 7 straight,
Cleveland gets it over to Bryce Hannum. Top the key, gets it right side to Heyman. Pulls it back out. Look for the handoff to Cleveland, but he'll keep it himself. Carey in this man-to-man defense so far looking pretty good in the first 30 seconds. Hess kicks it left side over the Chester, then back out to Cleveland. All 5 Warriors have touched the ball here on this first possession. Yeah, they've all touched it, but none of them have had a good look yet. And you're hearing the crowd into it already. Great effort on the defensive side so far. Turnaround jumper, Hess off the mark, no good. Rebound to Alex Putnam. Carey gets its first possession. They played about a minute of defense there and forced a tough turnaround shot like that. A great start for Carey defensively. You see why they're the best defensive team in the conference. Braden Young with it right side, as Mohawk also in a man-to-man. Young gets it left side to Alex Putnam. Back out to Carter Smiley, then into the hands of Braden. He takes it to the hole, just throws it up. No good. AJ Hess with the rebound. So both teams empty on their first possessions. It was a great drive by Young, just couldn't quite finish the layup there. There's Chester with it. Looking for Hannum. He'll pull up for 3, and he hits Mohawk on the board first. It's 3-0. Yeah, just a wide open look right there. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Carey ball. So 3-0 here as we begin from Carey. Young down the sideline, closely guarded by Heyman, gets it back out. 3 in the air off the iron, no good. Rebound out to Bryce Hannum, and he's ahead with a full force of steam over to AJ Hess. He'll pull up for 3 off the front iron, offensive board. Chester kicked it all the way out, but it's turned over. So we'll take a look at the first buckets of the night, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore.
Yeah, you can just see Hannum gets open at the top of the arc, buries it from deep.
Just over 2 minutes gone by here in this Northern 10 championship. Niederkorf with the handoff to Putnam. Putnam spins. He's going to take it in the lane, puts it up and in. Carey on the board. Nice take by Putnam there, Andy.
It sure was. Just kind of tucked it like he was a running back, got through the defense there and put it in for 2, and first bucket of the night for Carey.
3-2 Mohawk. Here's Hannum. Kicks it out to Chester. He's going to try a deep 3, short, and a rebound to the Blue Devils.
Yeah, just not a good look from beyond the arc right there.
Braden Young, he's going to try to take it in the hole again, lays it up and in. Carey leads 4-3. 4 straight.
I like the aggressiveness, too, out of Young. He's driven into the lane now twice. Missed that first layup, but I like the aggressive approach he's had attacking the paint.
AJ Young, or AJ Hess. AJ Young plays for Lexington. Chester gets it stripped for a second, gets it back, puts one up and in. Nice, tough take by Chester, and he's on the board.
Yeah,
5-4.
Good job keeping himself under control there, too. There was some contact, and he was able to keep it going.
Braden Young broke the press, took it in, but it got deflected out. He'll stay with Carey as we take a look at the tough bucket by Mr. Chester up and off the board.
Yeah, nice little drive in there to give Mohawk the lead.
Young guarded by Heyman as we get up to the midway point of quarter number 1. Smiley works it around now to Alex Putnam. Back out, Young for 3, swish, nothing but nylon. Back and forth we go here to start.
Excellent shot there from Bryce Young. 3 different Blue Devils have scored the 3 field goals for Carey.
Hannum gets it inside, Hess up short though, rebound to Putnam.
Yeah, just great defense by Putnam there.
7-5 Carey here at the midway point of quarter number 1. Left side, 3 in the air for Smiley, too strong. Ball bouncing around, offensive board, turnaround jumper, around the hoop and in. Niederkorf now on the board, it's 9-5 Carey.
Just getting after the loose ball a little bit, but the dribble penetration so far for Carey is proving to be a bit of a problem so far early on for Mohawk. They're getting some good looks.
Hess for 3, in and out, no good off the offensive board, and it's taken out by Braden Young. Young backs it out.
Yeah, Young's ability so far to get into the paint, get that defense to collapse around him, they're getting some good looks from beyond the arc.
Carter Smiley hands it back out to Braden Young. Him and Bryce, not a surprise, the sons of head coach Jamie Young.
It's a family affair here, Travis.
Putnam gets it back out. Bryce for 3, too strong. AJ Hess with the board.
Tough shot there. I like the confidence, though, out of Young. He just hit one.
Boomer gets it out to Hannum. Floats it up. No good. Gets his own rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Ben Bogner. Take a look at the last bucket. That nice offensive board and put back by Niederkorf. Checking in now for Mohawk, Zayden Fry and Hunter Haynes in. You know Zayden Fry from football season.
Of course.
One of the keys to that Mohawk squad. Warriors need to get it in. They do to Hess, and he's going to get fouled. So quickly, 2 fouls for Carey. That's going to be on Putnam, his first.
Well, we hadn't had a foul called yet, and now we had 2 in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, Niederkorf was called for the first foul against Hess. Mohawk looking to get it in again. They do. Give and go to Fry. Actually, that's Boomer. Cleveland missed it. Fry gets the rebound. He's bumped. And the question is, will this be a shot foul or on the rebound? We'll take a look at the play and we'll let you know. It will be 2 shots.
And that's tough too. Austin picking up 2 fouls there in about 5-6 seconds.
Dominic Yeater will check in for him after the first free throw. Off the back iron, no good for Zayden on the first. This is
the end you need to hit your free throws on too if you're Mohawk, because there's a very anxious student section on the other side that's waiting for some visitor free throws.
Second free throw up and good. 9-6. Inbounds to Braden Young across the timeline. Nearly lost it, but gets it over to Carter Smiley. Back out to Young. He'll get to the elbow, kick it left side. Putnam for 3, yes. Alex Putnam. Timeout, Mohawk. What a start for Carey here in the first quarter. As you take a look at the replay, just the ball moving. Drive, kick,
yeah,
bang.
I'm telling you, Braden Young is a problem right now for Mohawk because he's doing a great job of getting inside, forcing that defense to collapse around him, and there are open Blue Devils beyond the arc, and right now they are making Mohawk pay as they have built this thing up to a 6-point lead. Kind of felt, Travis, like this would be a 1 to 3 possession kind of game all the way through, but if Carey's hitting these shots from the outside and getting the looks they're getting, this could be a long night.
5 points already for Alex Putnam. Let's go back to our Facebook comments real quick. Pam Gilchrist, go Mohawk. Tracy Watson, go Warriors. Bob Ratcheter, horns up, go Devils. Todd Jardy, go announcers. Thank you,
you love
Mr.
that.
Jardy. And Danielle Searles, get going, Mohawk. Also, Clev, go Red. Clev on YouTube.
All right.
Hi, Clev.
What's up, Clev?
Maybe Boomer, family member of Boomer
could be.
Cleveland. I don't know. Nice take to the hole and a good answer by Mohawk. Bryce Hannum with his 5th point.
Yeah, great play out of the timeout. Aggressively gets inside and gets the quick 2. Stops the Carey run. But man,
Carter Smiley for 3. Yes. 15-8 Carey.
3 threes by the Blue Devils here in this opening quarter. And they're wide open looks, Travis.
And was not one of your keys guard the arc.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing why Carey's number 1 in the N10 beyond the arc. I mean, shoulders squared, anticipating the pass, and just nothing but the bottom of the net.
And that was an NBA 3 as well.
Sure was.
Boomer Cleveland to the line to shoot 2. Misses the first. So Mohawk starting 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Nick Putnam checks in for Bryce Young. Boomer hits the second.
Free throws so critical in a game that we expect to be as close as the last one, as the last couple meetings between these two have been very, very tight. 8 of the last 11 determined by single digits.
Yater gets it away to Putnam, and Putnam then throws it away. A turnover for Carey.
Just the first one by the Blue Devils.
Quickly ahead into the lane. Fry can't get it to go, and it's back out to the Blue Devils. Young, right side, backs it out with a minute left here in the first quarter. 15-9 Blue Devils. Smiley, left side to Young. Look for Nick Putnam. Instead, we'll hand it off to Carter. Trying to get it inside. But Hess is right there. They'll reset again with 40 seconds.
Yeah, you wonder if now they might just hold this thing for the last shot. Young took a look at the scoreboard. Still 30 seconds to go, but I think they might be content to dribble this one out and play for one final shot here. And an impressive first quarter from the Blue Devils.
20 seconds on the clock. On the HDER Link scoreboard. And we're going to get a foul. Hannum's first. Called him for the hand check. 12.1 left here in the quarter. Braden Young 7 seconds. Looking for the double screen. Gets it over to Putnam. We'll try a 3 with 2 seconds. No good. And that's how the quarter will end. We played one here at Carey. Blue Devils leading 15-9. One quarter in the books here from Carey. Blue Devils lead Mohawk 15-9. Travis Berardi alongside Andy Jardy. And Andy, this has lived up to the hype so far.
So far, yeah. Good start for the Blue Devils. 5 different Blue Devils getting in on the scoring. Alexander Putnam leading the way with 5 points. Another wide open 3, Travis.
Nick Putnam off the bench with a triple. It's 18-9.
4th three-pointer so far for Carey.
And we'll get a hand check on the other end against Putnam, but let's take a look. What passing here? Quick passing, that's what opens up the look. And exactly what they wanted. You see the student section in the background going nuts after that triple.
Yeah, I don't think you could have asked for a better start if you're Carey. Trying to avenge that loss earlier. Mohawks won the last 2 times in this building.
Fry forces one up and in. Zayden Fry with the tough bucket makes it 18-11. And you're going to need those tough buckets here in this game if you want to pull off the victory on either side. Young gets it to Nick Putnam. Now over to brother Alex. A lot of brothers, fathers, sons in this game. Indeed, it is a family affair, Mr. Jardy.
It sure is.
I expect a pun from you in this quarter.
Oh, you can't force them.
What an up and under. Good. Braden Young.
I have been so impressed with Braden Young's shot fake ability here tonight. He has gotten Mohawk to bite twice on it.
Boomer forced one up. Didn't get it to go. So we take a look. Just one pump fake got the defender to go right by him and puts Carey up 9. 20-11 here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Mohawk's got to find a way to tighten things up here defensively. Down 9 on the road. Not a spot you want to be in, and they got to be careful that this thing doesn't start to get away here.
Braden Young with it. Hands it off, and that's a walk. Nick Putnam drug the pivot foot.
Just the second turnover by Carey. Been a clean game for both teams. Mohawk has turned it over just once.
Cleveland will get it across the timeline in time. Over to Braden Chester. Hannum drives it in. Good look to the hole and scores. 20-13.
Yeah, great drive by Hannum there. He's now up to 7 points.
Carey looking to the answer. Smiley backs it out. Looking for a screen right side. Gets the pick and roll to Yater. He won't decide to pass it or to shoot it. Passes it to Putnam. Alex backs it out with 5:30 left in the half. Carey leading by 7. Young nearly got stripped, but they're going to call a bump. And a foul on Boomer Cleveland as you take a look at the replay.
Yeah, that's a tough call. It looked like he might have gotten there in time for that to be knocked away in a steal. Instead, it's a foul. And this is where it's tough, too. I mean, Carey is taking their time with these possessions, Travis. You have got to stay mentally tough if you're Mohawk and not get, like lulled into a sleep playing defense for 30 to 45 seconds of possession.
Putnam on the baseline, gets it back out. As Smiley goes right side. Braden Young, again, will reset. Drive and kick. That's all Carey's been doing. And that's going to be another foul. Chester will be called for this one. It'll be the team's 6th. So the rest of the way after this inbounds, not counting the player control foul, Carey will be shooting free throws.
But already, Travis, I mean, this possession alone has taken almost a minute, and they've picked up 2 fouls on Mohawk, so it's tough. You're trying to claw your way back into this thing, but they have just got to continue to bite down here on the defensive side of things and try and get a turnover, missed shot, get something going on the offensive side, because Carey is making them play a lot of defense right now.
Well, this is what Carey does to you, too. If they can get an early lead, they will control the pace. Nearly turns it over. Ball on the ground, up in the air, and we're going to somebody pick it up, and they do. Chester has it. Into the lane with Hess sealing his defender, but can't get it to fall.
Boy, that's
a lot to digest right there, Mr. Jardy.
I don't even know what to put down in my scorebook.
I think he had 2 turnovers, a couple rebounds.
Yeah,
I think I saw a cat out on the floor.
There was a lot going on there.
Putnam into the lane with the hook, no good. Rebound to Hess with 4:11 left in the half. Mohawk with possession down 7.
AJ Hess, Travis, has yet to score. Leads the conference with 19.6 points per game.
But Bryce Hannum's helping out. He gets the bucket and we'll get a timeout. Carey. Take a look at the take. And it's not a backdoor, but it is a backdoor. Because you have his momentum coming forward. The defender's going with them. Even though they're even with each other, he makes the catch and cuts the other way. So a great pass for the bucket.
Yeah, their last 2 buckets now have been those Hannum layups. Cut it to a 5-point game. This was, kind of flirting a little bit with the danger zone there, down 9. But they've been able to get some stops. That's the only way you're going to get back into it, and they've converted 2 of these 3 missed opportunities.
And these teams, this is pretty much how the game went last time Mohawk pulled it out. Just keep it close here, and when you get into the second half, maybe get a run. Let's go back to our comments section on Facebook and YouTube and say hello to everybody tonight. Kathy Orions, go Carey. Laura Wentling, let's go Carey. Jordan Vallejo, watching. Jane DeHaze, go Blue Devils, watching from Southwest Florida.
All right.
Sandy Harvey, go Mohawk. Daniel Stotts, volume's good now. All right, thanks, buddy.
There we go.
Tiffany Day, hello. Scott Stokeful, go Blue Devils. 160 people watching, and a big welcome to Jordan Vallejo watching along as well. State champion, Jordan Vallejo.
Let's go.
Carey with the ball out of the timeout. They lead by 5 at the midway point of the second quarter. Young, left side. Smiley, ball fakes, gets it inside, layup shot in, and out, no good. Offensive board, kick back out.
Second chance opportunities will be critical in this game tonight. That's a big rebound there.
Young with the turnaround, no good. And finally, Mohawk gets the rebound. They'll have a chance to cut this to 1 possession.
Yeah, Carey's missed now their last couple trips down. A great chance for Mohawk here to go on a run.
Boomer Cleveland with it.
It's a 4-0 run right now.
Gets it to Hannum. Inside, layup shot, no good. Hess continues to be hounded inside.
Tell you what, I thought there was a foul on that play right there. A lot of contact going up, but it's just how it's gone so far tonight for Hess. Almost a carry.
Nearly a double dribble there, too. At championship game, the refs are letting both sides play.
Yeah, we have not had a lot of fouls here.
I will say a couple of those hand checks were a little iffy, so maybe they're just calling the hand check, but everything else is clean.
Oh,
wow! Braden Young broke an ankle, stepped back, and hit nothing but nylon. It's 23-15.
I thought I was watching Donovan Mitchell there for a second. That was impressive out of the young fella.
Hess spins up and under, kicks it back out. Boomer Cleveland now will try to drive in. He goes up and under, puts it up, no good, knocked out of bounds, and let's take a look at that replay, Andy.
Yeah, this was
Watch this.
Just turn around, very nonchalant. Whatever, I'll shoot this three here. That'll work for me.
And right now, Carey's going to need those shots to fall the way that Mohawk's been playing good defense.
Braden Young leading all Blue Devils with 7 points. 5th three-pointer.
Hannum right now leading all scorers for Mohawk with 9. Young hands it off to Bryce Young. Now to Alex Putnam. Under 2 to play in the half. Putnam to the hole. He's fouled. And we'll go to the line for 2. Question, that foul was while he was still in the air. Would he have gotten the continuation? We don't know.
And that's now the 2nd foul on Bryce Hannum. You mentioned he's the leading scorer right now in the game with 9 points. Probably sits the rest of this first half.
24-15. Just that he doesn't pick up that 3rd foul, that would really cause problems. As he will check out, though, probably for the rest of the quarter. Both free throws good by Alex Putnam. 10-point lead for Carey.
That was the first trip to the charity stripe for the Blue Devils.
Chester into the lane, puts it up and in.
Yeah, Chester just had the size advantage right there. Bullied his way in for those 2 points.
Yeah, Chester and Hannum both have really carried the weight since Hess has been guarded so closely. Putnam kicks it back out to Smiley. And then back in the Young. Good pass, puts it up, no good. Maybe a bit of deflection from Hess. Cleveland. Right side to Hunter Haynes, then back out to him with 1:08 left in the half. Boomer crosses over, gets it stripped. Bryce Young into the lane, kicks it back out. Braden Young, the brothers playing a 2-man game right now with under a minute left in the half.
And we'll see if Carey holds now for the last shot. That's why I didn't have a chance to say it because they turned the ball over, but that was such a critical possession there for Mohawk because Carey was probably going to dribble this thing out here and hold for the last shot. Unless you get something wide open underneath, I would expect to see how they ended the first quarter.
Putnam almost gets the 5-second call. Coach Young trying to get a timeout. And instead we're going to get a walk. A lot going on there.
Oh, yeah, Mohawk said we've had enough of this, and they really started to apply some pressure there. Almost forced an over and back, almost forced a 5-second. They finally do get the turnover, though, and a chance to make this a 2-possession game going into the locker room at the half, which all things considered, I think they would feel pretty good about that with how hot Carey has been from beyond the arc.
Boomer looking to the sideline for the call. 13 seconds. They'll probably go at about 10. Crosses through, spins, and now he will start. Through the legs again, into the lane. Kicks it back out. Ball fake. 3 in the air for Chester. Off the front iron, no good. Boomer tried to get the rebound, but it's a foul on the floor, and I think that should end the half. We'll see if the referees put time back on the clock.
Yeah, we might have to just inbound this.
Fouls on number 11, Dominic Gator, his first, team 6.
And that's it.
Yeah,
nope, that'll be it for the half. We've reached halftime. Blue Devils leading by 8. We'll take a break, and when we come back, stats, analysis, and much more live and free on this Northern 10 Championship Friday.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air-popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners. Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
Tonight's high school boys basketball broadcast brought to you live and free right here on the OH Report. Thanks to our generous sponsors, HDER Link, providing reliable, affordable, friendly internet service to residential and business customers. First National Bank of Sycamore, Danner's Towing and Recycling, 24-hour local or long-distance light or heavy towing and recovery. Jessica Grossman, Key Realty, meeting all your home buying and selling needs every step of the way. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. We'll take one more break. When we come back, the Danner's Towing and Recycling halftime report right here live and free on the OH Report.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air-popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners. Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
We welcome you back inside the Danners Towing and Repair and Recycling, Danners Towing and Recycling halftime show, where your score at the break, 25-17 in favor of the Carey Blue Devils. Travis Berardi back here with Andy Jardy, and it was an exciting first half, sir.
It sure was an exciting first half, and Carey came out not content with already having clinched a share of the N10. They want to keep the whole thing for themselves. They came out, played aggressive, were incredibly efficient from beyond the arc with 5 3-pointers in this first half, and that's really been the biggest difference in the game.
And now let's take a look at the halftime statistics. Brought to you by Danners. 25-17 the score. 9 field goals to 7 in favor of Carey. They also have 4 more threes. Out rebounding Mohawk by 1. The turnovers are down. Both teams with 2 foul shots, but their play from beyond the arc, that's been the story tonight.
That's the difference in the game. I mean, everything else is pretty much even, but the threes have been the biggest discrepancy between these two teams, and it's no surprise. Carey, the #1 team in the N10 from beyond the arc, shooting 33%. And, yeah, they're doing it, too, defensively. They're the best defense in the N10, holding teams to 40 points a game. And it's been a great start here for Carey, but Mohawk was able to kind of find something, I feel like, there in those final few minutes going into the locker room, because this thing was up to a 9-point lead. They did get it down to 6, but they just got to find a way to get some stops defensively there and find a way to claw back.
Bryce Hannum, one of those reasons why they're still in this. He had a 3, he has 3 other field goals, 9 total points to lead the Warriors. And then on the other side of things, it's a group. Yeah. Alex Putnam, Bryce Young, each with 7 points apiece. Total of 5 field goals. Both of them hit a 3. They have combined for 14 points. 14 of the 25 points for the Blue Devils here at halftime.
I'll be very curious to see if AJ Hess gets it going here in the second half. He had no points in that first half, which was very, very surprising to see AJ, the all-time leading scorer at Mohawk, not have any points.
Let's go back into our comment section. We have a minute left here. Candy Conley, go Blue Devils. Jessica Ann, let's go. Here for the cheerleaders just as much as the basketball team. Ready to see some Carey competition cheer action. We did have the middle school cheerleaders before the game today. Great performance by them. And then Stan Bennett, what great clarity for a video. Enjoying it from Central Florida. Our neighbors Jim and Terry's grandson Austin is playing for the Blue Devils. Austin Niedercore doing well tonight. And then on YouTube, not many people commenting there, but we do have over 200 of you watching live and free this evening. You're making Andy nervous.
I'm so nervous, Travis. I don't know. I'm sweating. The JVs, by the way, for Carey did win 38-27 earlier in a game that Mohawk got out to a big early lead after 1, but the Carey Blue Devils came back and won.
Yeah, it was a zone, too, by Mohawk that really got them going early on, but Carey was able to break it.
You were talking
Speaking of Mohawk.
Yeah, you were talking about being nervous, too. I was curious if any of the JV players were nervous with all these people in the stands already. There's a good start.
Hannum starting off where he finished in the first half. He's got another bucket. It's 25-19.
Yep, he's now up to double digits with 11.
Nice take inside, and Alex Putnam answers. He picking up from the first half. Now with 9 points. Hannum nearly lost the handle, but got it back and gets it back out to Chester. Chester will drive into the lane, spin moves, gets it over to Hannum for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you just keep getting the ball to Mr. Hannum right now, it's going to turn into points because he's on a tear for Mohawk, up to 13.
Back to a 6-point game here as we begin the third quarter. Young. We're going to get a hand check against Kane Heyman. That'll be his second.
And that's a tough call, Travis, because we saw in that first half how much they kind of let him play. There was not a whole lot going on there for that to be called a foul.
So the first foul of the second half against Mohawk. Just over a minute gone by, third quarter, 27-21 Carey. Braden Young gets right side to Putnam. Putnam got it stripped from behind, a turnover. Mohawk gets it back. They'll have a chance with a 3 to cut this to 1 possession.
There's a good look.
Hess just off, though. Still hasn't been able to get going here in this game.
Boy, that was the shot. As soon as he gets one to fall, you kind of feel like he's going to be able to get it going. He had a good look there, too.
It's one of the reasons why he is the district player of the year. Out front to Bryce Young. Now to Smiley. Smiley lost the handle going up, but they're going to say it was deflected off of Mohawk. Let's take a look at that replay and see.
Watch AJ Hess's reaction, too, after this. He couldn't believe it.
It looked like it could have been deflected. Also, it looked like he might have just rolled off his hand wrong. Tough to see from where we were. 3 in the air off the front iron, no good. And then we'll go to foul against Austin Niedercore, and AJ Hess with a big clap there. I think he finally feels like the referees have seen what's been happening all game. A little bit too much shoving underneath.
Well, that's tough, too. That's the 3rd foul on Austin, so he will head to the bench for some extended minutes.
So the game changing here a little bit with those 3 fouls.
Well, and Mohawk's been able to get a couple stops. Carey has kind of gone into a lull offensively. They've turned it over a couple times, have missed some shots, and Mohawk is starting to maybe figure things out here on the offensive end as they attack.
Heyman with the right hand, can't get it to go. Rebound to Carter Smiley. Smiley right side. Off the screen, Braden Young. He'll back it out with 5:20 left in the third.
And they've done a much better job so far denying Braden Young that dribble penetration.
And another foul on Mohawk on the drive.
And that's big because that's the 3rd foul now on Hannum.
And now 1 player each for Mohawk into foul trouble as they're both on the bench now, Niedercore and Hannum.
And Hannum has kind of kept Mohawk in this thing with his 13 points. See how long they can afford to keep him on the bench.
Got to feel this might be the time where Hess tries to take over.
It should be, yeah.
Putnam has a dribble and he's using it. And they're going to get Hess now with the reach.
That's a good call. He got a little too aggressive there reaching in.
You see it right there.
And you wonder if he's maybe starting to feel the pressure a little bit, that he's kind of got to get it going. Just a little too aggressive there defensively.
5 minutes left in quarter number 3, 6-point lead for Carey. Alex Putnam gets it over to Braden Young. Looking to get it inside, they do to Dominic Yater, but he kicks it back out. And once again, Carey resets as they have been doing all game long, slowing things down. Smiley gets it to Bryce Young, drive and kick.
I'm just going to make a soundboard, Travis, and go with the same couple expressions because it's the same thing we're seeing.
Got a volleyball match going on. That might help my voice out since I have 2 games I have to call tomorrow afternoon.
I would say you're on vocal rest once we get to the 4th quarter.
Boomer Cleveland backs it out as we hit the midway point of the quarter.
And this is where Mohawk's got to go on a bit of a run because they've been able to get some stops. And the crowd kind of sensing it a little bit too now. The student section coming to life.
Yeah, Mohawk now on the end of the student section. Heyman tried kicking it, but right there was Carter Smiley with the interception and with a full head of steam into the lane, puts it up, but off the mark. Offensive board, though, put back up and in by Dominic Yater.
Boy, points off turnovers will kill you, especially on the road. What a great answer by Carey there. They've had some trouble getting it going here offensively, but they get a turnover, turn it into points on the other end.
Well, it's kind of a double whammy because it was off an offensive rebound as well, but on the other end, counted and won for Kane Heyman.
And Kane, you could tell he got a little fist pump there after that. He really wanted that one, especially after the turnover that he had just committed. How quickly You have to move on, though, and that's exactly what he did, and now he has a chance for a three-point play.
Beautiful pass by Braden Chester, too, on the baseline to set that up. Chance to cut this to 5, and he does. 29-24 with 3:22 left in the third.
And, yeah, they're just kind of hanging around, Travis. You know, it felt like Carey was having their way early, but Mohawk?
It's like that Counting Crows song, just hanging around. Good song, I'm just saying.
No arguments here.
Young inside, gets it back out, and it finds his hands once again with 3 minutes left. Braden around his screen, goes baseline, kicks it back out to Putnam. Deep three, off the front iron, no good. Rebound on the ground, still on the floor. Mohawk gets it. It's a 2-on-1. Behind the back was Chester, gets it right side to Hunter Haynes, then back to Chester. Into the lane, pulls up, no good. Offensive board though. Mohawk will pull it out.
You can feel the momentum shifting. I don't know if it's because we're sitting on the Mohawk side of things, but people are starting to kind of anticipate shots. They're standing up as a player comes up in transition thinking there's going to be a big bucket here.
Heyman with it right side, gets it back out to Boomer Cleveland. And I mean, Mohawk, they're playing for a conference championship tonight. Boomer into the lane, tough shot, won't go though. Rebound to Yater. 2 minutes left in the third, 5-point Carey lead. Young. They work it inside to Yater, and they'll kick it back out. Four low look for Carey. Young pulls up, won't go, and into the back of Heyman was Yater, and he'll be called for the foul as you take a look at AJ Hess coming over to the bench.
Fouls on number 11, Dominic Gator, his second, team third.
To speak with head coach Paul Dutton.
Number 1, Zayden Fry, and for the Blue Devils, number 10, Nick Putnam.
Putnam in for Carey, Zayden Fry in for Mohawk with 1:42 left in the third. Boomer across the timeline. He'll drive baseline. Nobody there, though. He'll have to kick it back out to Haynes. Under 90 seconds left in the quarter. Chester now. Gets it back to Boomer. Boomer drives down Main Street, kicks it right side. Haynes for three. Just missed. Rebound to Carter Smiley.
Boy, that was a great look, too, and Haynes was ready for it, put it up immediately. Quick trigger. Looked good from here, but he just missed it. I tell you what, though, this is a heck of a job by Mohawk here in this third quarter. Carey has scored just 4 points in this third quarter, so they have gotten it done on the defensive side. They just got to find a way to get a couple shots to start falling.
Putnam gets it off to Alex Putnam. He takes it in the hole, layup good. Much needed bucket for Carey. They're back up 7.
Putnam now with 11.
And we'll get a foul.
Fouls on number 10, Nick Putnam, his second, team fourth.
Second foul on Putnam.
Fourth team foul against the Blue Devils. Take to the hole, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Alex Putnam.
Yeah, a little out of control there by Boomer. Sort of in a hurry-up mode there, trying to get a quick score on the inbound.
And once again, Carey with the ball, 30 seconds left, and we'll probably hold this till the last shot. Left side to Young. Now right side to Nick Putnam. 10 seconds. Braden lost the handle. Zayden Fry with 5, spins, puts it up, but he traveled.
Yeah, that's the right call. He just kind of tried to do it all there. Took a few too many steps.
3 seconds left. He from Smiley, off the front iron, almost went. But that'll do it for the third quarter. It's a 7-point lead for Carey. They're 8 minutes away from an outright Northern 10 championship. We'll take a break and be back with Money Time live and free on the OH Report. It is money time. Actually, no, not money time. It's championship time here on the OH Report. Carey leading 31-24, and like we've said, Carey a win, outright Northern 10 champions. Mohawk with a win, shares it with the Blue Devils. Travis Berardi alongside Andy Jardin, Hayden Gray on the cameras tonight, and this has been a great game.
It has been, and that's a great start if you're a Carey Blue Devils fan.
Niederkorn back into the game, and he scores. It's a 9-point game.
Yeah, Mohawk played better in that third quarter defensively. They actually won the quarter 7-6 to cut a little bit into that lead, but they're going to need some shots to start falling.
At Chester, 3 a little short, and back comes the Blue Devils looking to push this out to double digits. Young over the Niederkorn, who just scored the first points of quarter number 4.
And, I mean, we've seen Carey content to milk the clock. I mean, they've got a 9-point lead.
Take in, but it's deflected away, and Mohawk gets it back. Chester out to AJ Hess. Can he get his first points? He cannot, but an offensive board puts it back up and in.
Much needed bucket right there.
Hannum with the bucket. It's 33-26.
Hannum now with 15 points, back in there playing with 3 fouls.
AJ Hess yet to get into the scoring column tonight. Putnam gets it back out to Nick Putnam. Niederkorn now. Can't get it to go, but he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul's going to go against Hunter Haynes. That is his first foul.
Niederkorn's first trip to the line tonight. This is just the second trip for Carey as a team.
Hits the first. They're still perfect from the free throw line. Almost said beyond the arc. They've been hitting some shots from beyond the arc as well.
They have. They hit 5 threes in that first half, but they have yet to hit one in the second half.
Back to a 9-point game with 6:30 left in regulation. Bryce Hannum across the timeline.
You're almost getting into a spot here where you're Mohawk. There's what you got to do. You got to get quick buckets because there's not a lot of time left with the way Carey runs their offense that you can't afford to have empty possessions.
And that was probably the easiest bucket of the night for Hannum. The Red Seas just parted there for Mohawk. Get it, the red?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. But right on the other side, the Blue Seas were opened for Putnam. He has 13 points at 37-28. Chester now for an answer. Finally, Mohawk gets a 3 to fall.
I tell you, this is the pace you want if you're Mohawk, is this up-tempo, quick buckets.
And we'll get a foul as we see a swarm of Carey fans going by our screen right now. Chester with the toilet bowl to go down. And once again, a 2-possession game, 5:45 remaining.
And fouls right now aren't the worst thing because they've got to foul twice still to put Carey at the line. They were only with 3 fouls just a few minutes ago.
Niederkorn gets it back out to Braden Young. Nearly got it stripped away. Instead gets it over to Carter Smiley for 3. In and out, no good. Hess with the rebound. And he'll take it himself.
Big stop for Mohawk. Now can they turn it into points on this end?
Hannum rejected. Carey gets it back and we'll get a foul. And watch this block. Whew. Austin Niederkorn has taken over in this fourth quarter. It'll be the 6th foul against Mohawk, as that's the 4th on Hannum.
Yeah, that's big.
And you got to think this is only for a minute or 2 that he's coming out, because they're going to need him down the stretch.
Yeah, he's got 17 points. They are going to need him out there. But, yeah, he'll probably sit for, I would imagine he'll come back in probably at the 4-minute mark.
37-31 Carey.
Can Mohawk keep it a 2-possession game? There's a big turnover.
Chester with it. Into the lane, passes to Hess. Forced it up too far underneath the bucket. No good. Rebound Carey. They got out of that one.
I tell you what, I think Hess was fouled on that play. It looked like he got pushed in the back going up for that layup. It's just not been his night.
Braden Young closely guarded, and he will go to the line for a 1-1 as Haynes is called for his third foul.
So that'll put the Blue Devils at the line.
And the line for the Blue Devils shooting 1-1, number 24, Braden Young.
Young had 7 points at the half, didn't score in the third quarter. This first trip to the free throw line for him, 1-1.
Didn't get it to go. Rebound off a carry and out. (37-31) with 4:46 left in regulation. This is the closest Mohawk's been since the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah, I think there might have been a time in the second quarter they got this thing down to about 6 or 7, but they're hanging in there. I mean, Carey has not done a good job with the turnovers. They've turned it over 9 times, which is a little surprising to see, but that's a big turnover there.
Into the hands, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. They'll get a second offensive board out of it, though. Both teams playing a little bit too fast right now.
Well, especially Carey. They've got the lead. Mohawk's the one that's got to try and create chaos here to get back into this thing.
Young tries the drive, closely guarded behind the back, kicks it back out to Smiley. Smiley into the lane, nice pass inside, and he'll be fouled. Chester got some of the ball, but contact as well, and it'll be 2 shots. It's the second on Chester, the 18th foul. Niedercore hits the first. Back to a 3-possession game, and here comes Bryce Hannum.
Yeah, right at that 4-minute mark.
You're a second off,
just
Jardy.
1 second off.
A second off. Also want to give a shout out to Zachary Holden watching tonight. Carey pushes this back out to 8. Cleveland. He got it to Heyman, but he turned it over.
Carey's starting to feel it a little bit. You could see the players a little more animated, clapping it up with the crowd. They can taste a title all to themselves, and this is a broken play.
A block, though.
Wow.
Here's the replay. We were in another replay, but watch this block by Braden Chester. All ball.
I think even the official was stunned. He didn't have a chance to blow the whistle because...
Well, there were some fans yelling over the back. You're allowed to go over the back if you don't make
breakdown
contact.
defensively.
And Niedercore again with a big bucket in the 4th.
Yeah, just left him wide open underneath, and it's up to a double-digit lead. And
another carry.
Wow.
And a timeout. So we take a look at Niedercore once again, just wide open on the inbounds. There's the Carey student section. Will they charge the court if they win this?
I don't know, because they've already clinched at least a share of the title.
Yeah, but it's an outright.
It's an outright. I get it.
They don't want to share. They're like your older brother who didn't want to share the controller with you, Andy.
I never know how to feel about court stormings as I've gotten older. I feel like I've gotten grumpier with some of the court stormings.
You're like 7 years younger than me.
I'm still getting older, though. But I think it's the ultimate show of disrespect when you don't storm the court, because it shows that, oh, we expected to win. Why would we storm the court against such an inferior opponent? That's how I like to view it when teams don't storm the court. I think it was Northwestern the other day against Purdue. Did they not storm the court, or was it Indiana that didn't storm the court? Someone in the Big Ten had a huge win, and they didn't storm the court. It was just great.
Well, probably Northwestern, because they didn't know what to do. They've only been to the tournament once. Oh, we got a nice back and forth here going. Hey, Jessica and Chad, just keep it PG. You guys are good. I like a good back and forth between fans.
It's great.
Love it. Love all you people watching live and free tonight. 300 of you watching this Northern 10 championship game. Smiley. Carey working it inside, layup in and out, no good. Offensive putback, no good. A third chance, up and in. Who else? Austin, Niedercore again.
Yeah, he has just turned it up another level here. He has 8 points in the fourth quarter. He had 2 coming into the final frame.
12 points for Austin, at least on the scoreboard. You have him at 10, I think.
Yeah, well, I missed a bucket there somewhere.
That's all right. Mohawk looking for the answer, airballed it, Putnam with the rebound. And now we're getting close to time where Carey hits a bucket. They might be able to close this out. Braden Young backs it out with 2:30 left.
It is so tough to win on your opponent's court.
Nearly stolen, but instead into the hands of Smiley. Back out, playing keep away.
Yeah, I mean, there's just almost not enough time left for Mohawk to try and come back and win this thing.
Works it around, not taking the open look, and finally we'll get a foul as Carter Smiley will go to the line for a 1-and-1. The final 1-and-1 for Carey. They'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way.
It's the 4th foul on Haynes.
At the line shooting 1-on-1 for the Blue Devils, number 3, Carter Smiley.
Smiley makes his first trip to the line, gets
and
the
makes
first
his
one.
first shot. 13-point lead.
Substitution for the Warriors, number 13, AJ Hess.
What a response by Carey. I mean, the Mohawk was hanging around. They were getting some stops. It wasn't the best third quarter, but they found a way to attack here and really dominate this fourth quarter.
And that's something this team has done all season long. Playing through adversity. That shot's missed, and Carey will get the rebound. And we'll get a foul, and once again, Carter Smiley will go to the line for 2 shots now.
His third, team 10th. At the line shooting 2 for the Blue Devils, number 3, Carter Smiley.
1:43 left, a make it 14-point lead for the Blue Devils. Got them both. 46-31.
So it looks like Travis Mohawk probably going to come up a little bit short, but this is not a team I would want to see in the playoffs.
Tough thing is, Liberty Benton and Ottawa Glandorf sit in the same district as Carey. Now for Mohawk, they are the top seed in their district, and they have a chance. I mean, this is a rare game for AJ Hess.
Yeah.
He was just completely shut down. You're not going to see that a lot from him. Chester tries the corner 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Putnam, and he's fouled and will go to the line with 1:19 left.
But yeah, I mean, Mohawk in their tournament, you've got Hopewell Loudon in there, Old Fort, Tiffin, Calvert. Mohawk did play Hopewell Loudon earlier this year and ran them out of their gym, 63-38. Mohawk will be that number 1 seed, but yeah, Carey, you talk about a tough draw. They're the number 3 seed. You know what I mean? Like, this is a great Blue Devils team, and they're the 3 seed. I mean, good luck. You know, going, you get a 3 seed and it's Carey. Like,
Alex Putnam.
1 of 2. It's a 16-point game with 75 seconds left. Another 3 no good, and another foul, and more free throws. Safe to say Carey is going to pull this one out.
Yeah, this was close going into the fourth quarter, but Carey would not be denied a chance at revenge from an earlier loss to Mohawk.
Their lone Northern 10 loss. They beat Colonel Crawford twice.
Substitution for the Blue Devils, number 23, EJ.
While we have a moment, just a reminder, tomorrow, as EJ Bose comes in, Hayden Gray and myself be calling some sectional championship basketball.
Yes.
From Buckeye Central, Division III. Oh, in and out. Mohawk quickly ahead. Chester, he's going to try a three. He's going to be short on it. And a rebound to Carey. Upper Sandusky and Willard. And Clear Fork, Huron. 12:30 and 12 and 2:30 tomorrow on the OH Report as Carey's going to call a timeout to clear out the bench.
What a job by Carey here tonight. Sold out crowd. You know, sometimes you can make the game, you know, a little bit bigger than just a game, and they handled it about as well as you could. And they are going to be sole champions of the N10, their first league title since 2009 when they won the Midland Athletic League. They will sit atop the Northern 10 Conference all by themselves. That's got to be a great feeling for Blue Devil Nation.
So this is the final regular season game for both of these teams. Also, tonight was a cancer research night. They raised over $4,000 for cancer research, which is amazing.
That's the great thing about the high school sporting level, is everyone basically from these two communities is here tonight. There was a ton of fundraisers going on. There were bake sales. Just a great job by everyone here tonight at Carey to raise some money, and always raising money for cancer is a good thing.
Three in the corner, no good. Alex Putnam gets the rebound. Caden Pillmore into the game for Carey. And Carey will get another timeout as they'll continue to clear the bench.
Yeah, I think they're bringing in, you could see some of the JV players getting excited to see some of their.
Kyler Bowes coming in. Also on the other side of things, Garrett Reinhardt. I see Connor Flood in there. And a couple other Mohawk players with numbers that are not on the roster. Ooh, you have the dreaded just like football chant coming out.
Well, at least it's not the let's play football, because that to me is the worst one. I think that's just disrespecting your own team when you say that.
Mitch Bowes into the game.
Mitch Bowes
and Butch Broadman.
Yes. Mitch Bowes in the JV game was the difference, I felt like, for Carey to come back and win that game. He came in and just took over, and now he's getting to play it out here on the varsity, and that's a really cool thing.
But also with Butch, party in the back, business in the front with the hair.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect hairdo for Butch. Pull-up jumper too strong for Kyler Bowes, but a rebound to Pillmore. 2 seconds, 1 second. The Carey Blue Devils are outright Northern 10 champions. Carey has done it as they defeat Mohawk 48-31. Congratulations to Carey. Northern 10's not an easy conference either.
No,
and
it is
they
not.
went through with only one loss.
Outstanding season for Carey, finishing alone at the top of the Northern 10 Conference. A great game between these two schools. Just not Mohawk's night. Couldn't get shots to fall, and Carey was red hot beyond the arc to start.
We'll take a break. Come back with our MVP as well as the Danners Towing and Recycling postgame show. You're watching the Northern 10 Championship live and free on the OH Report.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White!
Jesse,
Everyone's gonna want a taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
say their name.
Popcorners! Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, yeah. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
Tonight's high school basketball boys contest brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, HDER Link, providing reliable, affordable, friendly internet service to residential and business customers. First National Bank of Sycamore. Danner's Towing and Recycling, a 24-hour local or long-distance light or heavy towing and recovery. Jessica Grossman, Key Realty, meeting all your home buying and selling needs every step of the way. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. As we welcome you back inside the Danner's Towing and Recycling post-game show, where the Northern 10 Championship has been decided. Carey are the champions. Travis Berardi alongside Andy Jardy. As actually, we'll get to that here in a moment as we hand things over to our MVP. So I'll give this to him, and Andy will talk to him.
All right. Live television, right, Travis? Joined now by Austin Niederkor. Austin, MVP player of the game, brought to you by HDER Link. As we are joined now, Austin, congratulations, first of all, on winning the N10 outright. How does it feel to sit alone atop that conference?
It feels amazing. As you can see up on our board over there, this is our first time winning N10. The last time we won it was MAL, and that was in 09, so it feels amazing.
Yeah, how soon do they put the title up there now? Because I noticed it's not up there yet, but how soon are you guys going to be pushing for that to go up there?
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
It'll happen soon.
Yeah, you dominated in the fourth quarter, scoring almost all of your points in that fourth quarter. I think you had 10 on the night, 8 in the fourth quarter. What was working so well for you there down in the crunch time?
Just clutch. I want to come in and help my teammates get the win. I'm a role player. I get my buckets off rebounds, quick dumps, but it just works out for my teammates.
Yeah, you positioned yourself very well there in that fourth quarter to get some easy buckets underneath, some putbacks. You guys dominated in the fourth quarter, outscoring them 17-7. Mohawk was hanging around. What was kind of the final thing that put you guys over the stretch, the hump there down the stretch?
Alex Putnam. He held AJ Hess, which is a 20-point game score, to 0 points the whole game.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the broadcast. Every time we looked, Hess hadn't scored. How much of a focus was that for you guys here tonight to just really shut him down?
It wasn't our focus. Our focus is shut everyone down, not just one player, not let anyone get their buckets. Obviously, number 22, Bryce Hannum, had his easy buckets, but we learned how to shut them down, and we stopped it real quick.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They're going to have guys scoring, but you guys end up scoring more tonight. You're the conference champions of the N10. What is next for you guys here going down into the tournament now?
Next game, sectional champ.
Next game, sectional champ. Simple enough. I like it. Austin, congratulations on the win, and congrats on being conference champions. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And we will send it back to break. Travis and I will wrap things up here from Carey as the Blue Devils are your N10 champions. We'll be right back here live and free on the OH Report.
Let's do this again. Welcome back to the Danners Towing and Recycling post-game show, where Carey are the Northern 10 champions, 48-31 over Mohawk. Travis Berardi back here with Andy Jardy, and this was a fun game where our MVP really took over in the fourth and allowed the Blue Devils to get that outright title.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting how he said, like, I'm a role player, you know, I get my buckets off of rebounds and second chance points, and that's exactly what he did in that fourth quarter. He was right where he needed to be to give Carey the boost there at the end, and really, the score is not indicative of how close this game was throughout. I mean, Mohawk, I think, cut it to 6 in the third quarter, so they were hanging around. Mohawk actually won the third quarter. So yeah, it was much closer than the final score would indicate.
And now let's take a look at the final statistics brought to you by Danners Towing and Recycling. 13 field goals set for Mohawk, 2 threes. 17 field goals, 5 threes for Carey. They didn't have any threes in the second half. However, those 5 in the first really made the difference, and then they made their free throws down the stretch.
Yeah, that barrage of three-pointers they got there to start the game early really separated themselves from Mohawk and made this, a comfortable lead that they basically played with the entire night. And it was a great job, too. Braden Young in that first quarter, especially first half, really his dribble penetration to kick out for those open threes was so big. And that's why they were able to connect on 5 of them and really kind of take command of this thing early on.
You know what the best part about winning a championship is, Andy?
I think I know. It's the net cutting.
It's the net cutting as you take a look at head coach Jamie Young. There it is.
Yes.
Swing that.
Oh, he tosses
You
it to the crowd.
Outright champions. The Mohawk. I didn't say that. The Mohawk. I apologize. The Carey Blue Devils. Mohawk will finish second in the Northern 10 with a 10-3 record. Carey finishes with a 13-1 record. Andy, before we wrap things up, anything else you'd like to say?
You know, 2 games I got to come down and do this season were both very competitive, incredible games. And it's tournament time now. This is win or go home. So this is a whole new season begins for every team. No matter where you finished, all that matters now is if you win, survive in advance. And I tell you, I would not want to run into either one of these teams in the tournament. Carey's a 3 seed. I mean, come on. They just won the N10. That's one of the hardest conferences out there.
Absolutely.
And they didn't share it. They won it outright, and they're a 3 seed?
Yeah.
Good luck. And Mohawk, you know, the number 2 seed in their region, they destroyed them back in December at Hopewell Loudon. So hope these teams can make a nice little run for themselves here.
All right, that'll wrap up our boys' regular season coverage of the OH Report as we get into tournament time, and we also have tournament time for girls tomorrow. Bottom row of the screen. Upper Sandusky Willard, Huron Clear Fork, Port Clinton Shelby, and Norwalk Mansfield Senior. We also have Mount Gilead playing for a sectional championship. 5 sectional championship games live and free all day tomorrow, beginning with myself and Hayden Gray at noon from Buckeye Central. But that will wrap things up here from Carey High School. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Hayden Gray on the camera. Adam Thompson, audio video tech. HDER Link, our scoreboard sponsor. First National Bank of Sycamore, our instant replay sponsor. HDER Link as well. The MVP sponsor. Danner's Towing and Recycling, our pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. Jessica Grossman, Key Realty, our commercial sponsor, as well as Frito Lay. We want to thank the fine folks here at Carey High School, the athletic department, for allowing us to be here today as well, and the OHSAA as always. Once again, Carey, maybe outright Northern 10 champions. They knock off Mohawk 48-31. For Andy Darty, I'm Travis Guardy saying so long from Carey.